Welcome to this video, and today on the weekend of 12th of September, I have three stocks which I'm going to do a technical analysis about, and this is going to be a short video जहाँ पे मैं ऐसे तीन stocks के बारे में बात करूँगा जो which looks interesting for me, and maybe going forward in the next week of September I am expecting some very good moves, maybe for new all-time highs or new 52-week high. The first company is Syngene, और ये हमने बहुत पहले से ही इसका टेक्निकल एनालिसिस हम किए थे. This was by tracking this breakout, and after the breakout you can see there was a nice consolidation which is still happening between the levels of 645 and 600. और ये बहुत सारे सेशंस अभी इसमें गुजार चुकी है, and going forward the good thing was there was also a retest of this breakout, you can see, and on the top of that ये जो consolidation phase थी, there was no volume, so all the criterias are matching, and of course you have to do your own due diligence and your own risk management. लेकिन going forward I think this is looking really good, and especially अगर ये 660 levels को अगर easily breach कर पाई, so maybe this is going for a new all-time high, and this would be the first stock which I would be interested in. From a target perspective, let's see, let's do a quick look. So you know, it was, yeah, I think near about, actually the reason was the 700 was actually the target, and maybe we actually booked our positions on this particular day. और ये move जो आई थी, I still remember I was outside. This came at around about 3:30 in the afternoon. So I tweeted about it, and the next day it opened with a gap up, and now it's a nice consolidation is happening. So going forward, I think let's do a tracking of 640, 650. ये जो zone है, इसमें बहुत बार जाके ये reverse की है. So maybe we are going to see something new coming out of it. So the first company is Syngene International. Let's look for the second company. ये company भी हमने पहले discuss किया था, and that's EMAMILTD Limited. Here we have earlier done this analysis. So if you look for a weekly or a monthly chart, its all-time high region is around about at 680, and now is trading around about at 600. So here you can see it was always able to this was acting like a good support on this until 2018, and then there was a breakdown from this support, and then it had a downfall, and then after Corona it was able to reverse since last few months and weeks. अगर आप weekly chart देखोगे, so you will see that every week it has been able to maintain this particular line, and this is actually a sort of a Lakshman Rekha, you can say, which it has been able to maintain. And this line which is coming is okay, let me highlight it with a different color, so maybe it will be much more predominant in understanding what's happening now. So if we move for a daily chart, weekly chart, you can see that this is actually able to breach this particular support, right? ये जो support थी, so now this line which is around about at 570 region should act like a support, and it's now running around about at 600. So going forward, I think EMAMI is one of the stocks, and it also came out in my radar. Theoretically, you can see it has always been traded in boxes. Here you can see it was in boxes, and then whenever it comes near this particular support line, it gets a support, and this is exactly what has happened multiple times, and it seems like the market is not ready to give up this particular support. So from a technical perspective, you can see that any closing below 570 would be bearish view until and unless it again reverses and enters. But right now at 600 it looks pretty juicy to me, and going forward अगर ये 610 यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो 615 610, ये एक बहुत ही एक बड़ी एक resistance zone है, though I won't say it's a big one, because this has been acting, and this has always been the case with EMAMI. So it always tries to have a resistance, then it gives a nice breakout, and then theoretically, even though it corrects and gets the next support, it still moves on. The advantage with this structure compared to this one is यहाँ पे जब ये trade हुई थी, then it was far away from the support, whereas here we would be lucky, as even if the breakout comes, this is a rising line, so it will be easily getting the support. So this is the second company after Syngene, that's the EMAMI Limited. And the last company I am interested in is Tata company, and that's Tata Steel Limited. So Tata Steel, of course, we all know this is a commodity commodity based stocks, so obviously there will be different market sentiments based on the sector sentiment on steel, or it's also commodity. So basically what's the sentiment of the commodity sector in general. सो बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स एक स्टॉक पे अफेक्ट करते हैं, एंड इट्स नॉट ओनली द टेक्निकल एनालिसिस बट फ्रॉम अ टेक्निकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू आई थिंक दिस इज लुकिंग रियली गुड. इफ यू लुक, so Tata Steel made its all-time high at a 52-week high at 1530 1540 region, and then there was a gap down. Then there was a nice support which came from 1320, and then it has been trading in this particular channel, and right now it's again very near to the channel. Wait, I don't know. And it's now very near to the channel resistance, right? So try to track the levels of 1460. अगर इसके ऊपर ये ट्रेड करनी स्टार्ट कर दी, so going forward there can be a very good up move, and the first target would definitely be towards 1500 levels, and if it is able to sustain that, then we would be much more interested. From a stop loss perspective, you can easily have 1400 as your psychological stop loss for your trade, or if you want you can also keep 1430 as your stop loss from here if you want to make a quick trade. But no matter what, I think going forward ये ऐसी एक structure बनाएगी. अगर ऐसी स्ट्रक्चर बनी देन इट वुड बी रियली इंटरेस्टिंग, क्योंकि फिर हम बहुत अच्छा एक शॉर्ट ट्रेड ले सकते हैं, बिकॉज दीज आर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन फेजेस, एंड देन व्हेन एवर मार्केट गिव्स यू अ मूव इट वर्क्स इन योर फेवर. आई रिमेंबर आई टुक दिस ट्रेड हियर एंड द थिंग वाज आई सोल्ड 1460 का कॉल मैंने बेचा था, एंड इट वाज एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ द एक्सपायरी, and then from it was never able to recover, and ये जो time decay हुई थी यहाँ पे consolidation में, this was a good trade, and till now it has not been able to close above 1460 on a closing basis, right, on a daily closing basis or on an hourly closing basis. So I think going forward Tata Steel is also one of the stocks I would be very much interested in. I have few my own algorithms, and I have my own scanners, and so I think these three stocks, Syngene, Emami and Tata Steel, would be few of the stocks I would be having a very close look for some positional and some for very quick gain, for very quick gain. Last and not the least is the Tata Steel is a sectorial stock, so iski jo sentiment hai that may get hampered because of any news flow for the steel sector in general. Other than that, I think there is absolutely nothing to worry about from a technical perspective. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope this short video about 3 stocks is going to give you some idea of the way I'm thinking, and of course I will be coming out shortly with a video of discussing all the FNO counters and all the trades, possible trades that I would be trading in. So these three were just important and wanted special attention from a technical analysis point of view, and this is the reason I made this video. Enjoy your weekend, and bye bye.